Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, was of the said God, Mother Eve. Now, I would like to continue the presentation. I was doing a presentation on the cold God, and of course, the battery went low. So now, hoping I can recap and just complete this presentation, which is going to be part 1 and 2, A, B, or something to that effect. So, but basically, Mother Eve has called us to familiarize ourselves with the called God. I'm talking about one of the 14 gods of Genesis. Now, if you're new to this channel, this is where we're talking about numerology in terms of the scriptures, the King James Holy Bible, the original King James Holy Bible, which I have now proven to be a numerical construct that is very useful and very precise in giving us the information and understanding that is very timely for us right now. So out of the 14 gods, Mother Eve has now asked us to really get to understand this God. This is the God, in fact, the called God is on par, or we could say there is a strong correlation with the called God and the said God. So are we not still talking about words and water and flow? Of course, anything that is current, because when you call, you are being present. There is a presence of calling. And it reminds me that oh, there's a butterfly around. It's just beautiful. I love it when I see this. So every time there was a new era, of course, there was someone, for instance, when Christ was born and what he should be named, there was a stipulation that says, okay, and you shall name him Emmanuel, or just for instance, and they called him Jesus. So there is the call, the word called, and the God. In fact, now I am seeing I am now able to see the correlation. The called God was done first in this sense, not in the order that we have seen the gods themselves as laid out in the scriptures, but it's really with whenever there seem to be well, there are two aspects actually, because we have got we have seen that there were two, or I was going to say two sets of creation. Oh, that reminds me, of course. This would coincide with the two sets of creation, because this is the number 4, is that Mother Eve is reminding us that we are 4, because 4 is absent in these numbers here, but when they are all added together, we have 4 here, but it's absent among the 9 numbers. But adding all together, meaning that we need to form a relationship or understanding all the gods, that so we can be 4. We can be 4. It's no wonder, again, the word before is not, oh my, this is really delicious. The word, this is what has happened in the English language. I don't know for others, and I know I have seen correlation in the Zohar, for instance, God equals 26 in the Zohar, and 2 plus 6 is 8, and of course, in the Bible, God is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. So I'm just giving this reference here. But what is so delicious here is how we are now called to have this relationship with the gods, because we are 4. Now, we are meant to be 4. And why I said I'm a little bit oh, I'm with goosebumps. I'm with goosebumps because what I have noticed is that the crucial things, or the things that are very crucial for our understanding, we seem to be using words in our everyday language that we have taken for granted. So basically, the word, oh, I think I can do this there. The word before, B-E, let's do this. B-E-F-O-R-E, it really has been a message that we are to be for. We are to be. Again, I'm just hearing myself with to and be. To be also equals for. And in the famous words, to be or not to be, that is the question. So basically, we are meant to be for. Are we going to be for? Are we going to be that which we are called to do, to be? Are we going to be for? To be or not to be? In fact, I think that's what I'm going to have to call this presentation. So let's look at what before means here, or it before has several ways of doing it. Be, to be, okay, before, or we could say be for, which would be 6, that is Mother Eve. Here we have 2, 5, 6, 6, 9, 5. So if we add these together, this is 20, 31, 33. 3 plus 3 is also 6. So we could see before is 6, and the word before also equals 6. So there's a message. Of course, the word 6, S-I-X, which is 196, adding these together is 15, 16, 1 plus 6 equals 7. Of course, 7 is 2. Okay, and this is really, but this was just to really show that, of course, 7 is 2, and 1 is 7. When we do the word form for 1, it equals 7. Of course, when we do 7, we have 20, which is foundation, because 2 is foundation here. There was something that I drew on. I was talking about Noah in the past presentation. I think that's the one that got cut off, but I will have to do a separate presentation on that. So basically, we discovered that the word Noah, N-O, I think it's N-O-A-H, yes, N-O-A-H, it's breaking it down was 2 sets of 23. So N-O is 23. Oh, have I? N-O, N-O, I think perhaps it's not, no, it's not Noah, that's 23. Noah, this is 11 plus 9. So it's 9, 11. I'm going to have, my brain is, okay, this is Noah. Let's take, this is really something. N-O-A-H. I'm now whispering because we're talking about 9/11. So this is 9. So I broke it down, really. This is 9. Or I had it as 9 and 9. 6 plus 5 is 11. I'm going to have to check. Oh, but I also had 11. If we do the numerical value for the word 11, it becomes 9. So that's where I was at with this. But we can see Noah was a 9/11. This is transformation. We all know about the Twin Towers. So 9/11, 11/9, it depends on which side you are looking at it. So this is why it is important that we pay attention to the voice of Mother Eve. That's why she wants us to understand the called God. The called God, of course, when the called God is not only about utterance, it's about hearing as well. So that's what the called God is about. The said God is the same, the called God. So I was talking about the called God. The first entry of the called God is in Genesis of chapter 1, verse 5. Now 5 equals the mouth. 5 equals the mouth. Mother Eve's mouth is a little bit rubbed here. Perhaps again it's all that calling and that utterance Mother Eve is making. So mouth, this is the mouth. So this is the first entry of the called God. The second entry of the called God is Genesis of chapter 1, verse 8. So we have 1, 8. I just want you to see this. Now we have the 8 lying in the mouth. We have done lots of presentations on the position it is lying. That's when we are told that we have been lied to. We have been lied. There is the laying there, but we need to unpack, move the tongue, make it work. The waves, ride the waves. This is what the word eat means. To eat, that's why we have E-A-T. This is what Mother Eve was accused of doing and sharing with her husband, and she shared it with her husband. Shared. S-H-A-R-D. E-D. But could it be S-H-E-D? That means the same too. She shared it. Okay. So let's do this one here. This is 5, 1, 2. Adding this together is 8. That's what we are talking about. Mother Eve ate, and Mother Eve, or the called God, is now teaching us how to eat. The eating is with the mouth. It could be the words. We are ingesting the words that we speak, how, or calling us to be mindful. Now, the next one, of course, so we have seen number 8, and we have spoken a lot about number 8. But this is delicious. And this is 8 on the sacrifice template. This is where you pay your dues, or you go to headquarters zone. Because this is why it is said, every word that you speak, you shall have to give account for every word that you speak. It's in headquarters zone. And of course, you speak. We are talking about vibration, current, words, Mother Eve. Mother Eve. The next entry was in Genesis of chapter 1, verse 10. Now, I urge you that you watch these videos that I have just, the videos are going to be, apart from the Noah, which but it's the gods have changed their positions. The gods have changed their positions. These presentations, and it may be ending on all the presentations ending on perhaps even H or G of the later ones that I've done, the newest ones. They are in a sequence, so I hope you get to watch them so you can digest the essence of this. And so what's in the mouth now? So we have the mouth. We associate the mouth here. The mouth, of course, is a function with different aspects to it. But let's look at this. The tongue, Tongue. We have done this, but I'm doing it again. I don't mind. 7, 3, 5, 8, and 7, that is 15, 20, 28. 28, 2 plus 8. I hope you can see this. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10. So here we have the mouth. We have what you eat. So the fruit to eat, E-A-T, M-O-U-T-H, and we have the tongue. This is crucial. And this was what the Garden of Eden was about. This was the function or the activities that were taking place when it was said that Mother Eve ate of the fruit, and Mother Eve had been blamed for eating the fruit. Now we are merging into a new creation, and Mother Eve wants to show us and teach us how. But first of all, we need to get acquainted with the called God. The called God has the vibration that goes with the word perfect, or the word heaven, H-E-A-V-E-N. I have done perfect showing 37. 3 plus 7 is 10. Let's do heaven, which is, and of course I just did tongue, which is 28. So perfect, I think, is 28, or it doesn't matter which one. So we have 8, 5, 1, 4, 5, 5. Adding these together, 10, 15, 20, 28. So 28 is perfect. 2 plus 10, 2 plus 8 is 10. Darkness is also, darkness is 28 as well. So when we talk about heaven, and we can't really argue the vibrations of the numbers now. So let's look at darkness, because some people are really scared of the darkness. We were taught to be scared of the darkness. 1, 1, 5, 5, 2, 9, 1, 4. Okay, I add like this: 10, 20, 24, 26, 27, 28. So we can see that heaven and darkness is the same. Where is heaven? It's darkness. This is really something. Okay, where is hell? H-E-L-L. 3, 3, 5, 8. This is 6 plus 5, 11. 11 plus 8 is 19. So, this is hell. So, we could say hell is presenting us the opportunity to do heaven. This is 1, 9. 1 to 9. Numbers 1 to 9, or 1 and 9. We could say the sacrifice is really presenting hell to us. And it's no wonder, of course, Christ, or the grave, is also considered as hell. So I really wanted to point out the importance of familiarizing ourselves with the called God, and seeing how the called God is positioned in the scriptures, matching perfectly with the position of this template. And of course, if we were to add all these together, the entries, we had 14, which coincides with the 14 gods. And also, if we added 14 together, as in Mother Eve, the word Mother Eve also, E-V-E, the mother of all living. 5, 4, 5. Adding this together is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. That which is present before any event. That is Mother Eve. 14 is present before any event. That, or we could say 5, because that is why 5 is the number of change it's referred to. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this. It is really about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's after 2. And I am needing some rest. But I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you do too. Please leave your comments. And may I thank all my subscribers, new subscribers. Thank you very much for taking your time not only to watch but to leave a note and leave a comment, and of course, and thank you for really encouraging me. I get some wonderful encouragements from this, from you subscribers and viewers, and I am really thankful for that. So let us continue this journey. Let us continue to do the self-love. In self-love, be mindful of the words we speak, and because each word we are speaking, we are planting new seeds. Spill over with love.